time for me to take on English Premier League football legend Matt Le Tissier in a penalty shootout. I've studied, practiced with the best, and I've come up with a plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot in the area where statistics show I'm most likely to score. I've worked on improving my accuracy and power, as well as minimising the clues I give the keeper. On top of that, I'm trying to psych Matt out and make him feel uncomfortable by bringing him to the home ground of his arch-rival Portsmouth. Maybe that will throw him off his game.
Matt, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I was a little bit worried you might not show up, given the address, Portsmouth Football Ground.
I like what you're thinking, though. I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah?
Bring me to the rivals to try and put me off my stride mentally. I can understand what you're doing, but it's not going to work.
Oh, right, OK. OK, so this is D-Day. This is Challenge Day. Okay?
Excellent.
We're going to both take 3 penalties each.
OK.
Best of 3.
Yep.
Same keeper.
Yep.
And, oh, the other thing is I'm going to go first, if that's all right.
Yeah, go for it. If it's level after 3?
Sudden death.
OK.
You're thinking we're never going to get there, are you?
Well, you never know. You might score 3.
OK, right, let's get changed and I'll get to see you out on the pitch. Come on, then.
Come on, then.
This is it, the stuff of my childhood dreams. I'm about to take on the greatest English penalty taker of all time. I've done all I can, but I really don't know if that's enough to beat a football legend.
Good luck.
May the best man win.
OK, I'll go for that.
Good luck.
Thank you, I'll need it.
We're both going up against former Premier League goalkeeper Fraser Digby.
Having looked at the stats, I know that keepers favour their right-hand side. So I'm going to go the other way.
All of a sudden, the goal seems rather small with Fraser in it, and a very long way away.
There we go.
Oh, that's a relief, just to get one.
The stats were correct. Not knowing anything about my preferred penalty direction, Fraser had to gamble and dive to the left of the goal. I placed the ball to the statistically superior right-hand side and scored. Now let's see how Matt handles the added pressure of going second. I took Fraser aside before the game and explained the stats about Le Tissier to him. Statistically, Le Tissier is likely to shoot to the right of the goal. So Fraser has moved over slightly in anticipation to block that side, force Matt out of his comfort zone and make him shoot the other way. Fraser will be ready for that and has a chance of a save.
It wasn't anywhere close.
See how he tried to psych me out there by not standing in the middle of his goal thinking that I'd go in the other corner? That's never going to work.
Despite my plan and Fraser's mind games, Matt called his bluff and placed the ball in the right-hand corner. I'm beginning to see why he's the best.
Statistically speaking, down the middle is my best chance of scoring. However, the margin of error is greater, and also, during my practice training, I haven't been that successful. Here it goes.
There's not many keepers that'll save them when you stick them there.
The risky shot down the middle paid off. Ben's stats that only 6% of goalkeepers stay in the centre really helped. although Fraser almost got his trailing arm to the ball. Brad's advice about striking my penalties with more power meant the goalie was still unable to save. The pressure is back on Matt.
I don't think this man will ever miss.
Fraser used the stat to dive to Matt's favoured right-hand side, but he went a fraction too early. And because Matt uses the goalkeeper-dependent technique, he was able to quickly adjust and place the ball in the opposite corner.
OK, quite a lot of penalties have gone to Fraser's left. So he's bound to think that I'm going to change it over to the right, which is why I'm going to stick to the left.
If I can score my final penalty, the extra pressure on Matt having to kick to stay in the challenge will reduce his average scoring rate from 78 to 62%.
Oh, no, he's missed it. Oh.
OK.
He got lucky and guessed. He went very early. He got a bit lucky there.
During my run-up, I saw him move, but I'd already made a decision to go that way, and because of my inexperience, I was unable to adjust where I placed the ball. I need Matt to miss his final penalty to take the challenge to sudden death, but the stats tell me because he's now kicking to win the shootout, his average scoring rate now jumps from 78 to 92%. It's out of my hands now. I can do nothing else but hope.
You've got to give it to him. That's why you're the best at what you do.
You gave it a good go.
I did.
You gave it a good go,
I
mate.
did do.
A couple of good penalties there.
I wasn't really worried that Alex was going to beat me, to be honest. I think the confidence that I had from the penalty spot is kind of still there all these years later. I can still strike a ball all right. So for somebody to come in and start from scratch, really, I would have been surprised if he'd have beaten me. There was always a small chance. Obviously, the goalkeeper plays a big part in a penalty shootout, so you've also got that little variable to cope with, but I was pretty confident.
What can I say? I did my best, but it just wasn't good enough. The stats, they were there. They kind of worked for me, but you've also got to be able to place the ball within a yard of the post every time when it matters. Still, 66%, 2 out of 3. It's better than most.